Yo, what's up? Back with another video. This time, I'm just reacting to a TikTok that I found very interesting. I'll tell you quickly the reason why I find it interesting. Let me first introduce you to the TikTok itself. Listen.
So this other woman was asking, why is it that happily married women hardly talk about their marriages? And
So that is the TikTok that I'm going to be reacting to. That is the topic at hand. Why married women don't talk about their marriages, and why happily married women hardly give advice. And why is the topic interesting? Well, if you don't know me by now, my name is Neo. Hope you subscribe, hope you click like, and hope you share this video. I am a person who was not supposed to be on the cameras. I never saw it for myself growing up. Came out of necessity. I took a risk, started a media business. I wanted to be behind camera. I wanted to put people on. And as time went on, I lost those people. And those people also realized that I needed them in a way. And when people realize that you need them, they start to comply in very weird ways. They start to try to take advantage. But I'm veering off. I'm going very far. So I had to now start getting in front of camera, start projecting confidence, start creating a personal brand, start speaking about myself honestly, my challenges with growing up, with being a man, with being a husband, being an entrepreneur. And so I've been now coming across people who don't really appreciate seeing my face on camera. They don't really like it. They never saw it for me, but it's suddenly happening, and there's people who find me interesting. And having now assumed this role of being on camera and showing my face and sharing my opinions and speaking my voice, I've had some very strange opposition to that. And I find it very parallel with why a married woman as well would also decide to stay on the down low. Why would it be a disadvantage for a man to get on YouTube and discover his talents and speak to the people? What's wrong with what I'm doing? But you quickly realize that there's a lot that is wrong with wanting to do that. And so let's listen to this video.
I was going through that post, I realized that women have the need to protect their marriages. It's not that it doesn't exist, it does exist. But because social media, whenever you are happy about your marriage and you try to give hope and you show, there's always those people who will have negativity. And for those people who are happily married, to protect their peace, they don't talk about their marriage. So you're going to think that happy marriages don't exist. You're going to think that men that are respectful and faithful don't exist because their wives are not going to talk about it. Because when you talk about it, you post a nice picture or you're just trying to show people a nice example, but guys, this thing exists. There's going to be
If you try to show people an example that you can be a kid from the township who finishes high school, enrolls for tertiary, then drops out to pursue entrepreneurship, if you can show people that this is possible, there's something that can be done by sheer will and the blessings of the Lord, by having a vision and a passion. If you try to speak about something like that as well, if you try to share ideas with the world, if you try to put people onto some information, weird things start to happen. I don't know why bad things follow good things. Let's continue listening.
gonna be someone says we can take him. Okusalayo, he can cheat. Amadoda ayafana. It's just a honeymoon phase. So to protect your marriage against those spirits, against those auras, happily married women keep quiet. Yabo, you will see them finishing 20 years in peace. Here and there, nomdwak, here and there. Because they understand the outside elements. They understand the value of protecting their marriages. A lot of people say, happy women, please give us advice. And maybe it's 2 or 3 people, but they hardly advise. And then these single ones, they get angry. Why are you guys gatekeeping? Because the same single people that when you advise or share happy moments with to encourage them that don't worry, yours is coming now. Ufuna kwalo wakho.
So the same ignorant people who live in a country at the very bottom of Africa, South Africa, a country that is lacking so much opportunity, where black people are so impoverished and there's so little access to information. Whether you share happy things about your marriage or whether you share information that can potentially lift the people out of a crisis, you get hate. Why does that happen? Is that not strange?
They try to discourage what you already have and discount umuntu wakho.
They say get off YouTube. We don't need any more YouTubers. We need less of you guys. We need other people perhaps talking, not you who's very close to us that we can easily aspire towards. We want to aspire towards Lasizwe, whom we've never seen. Let him be on the cameras. You get off. Why do bad things follow the good?
So I'm going to tell you now, happily married women are not going to give you advice because they're not disciplined. They're not going to give you advice. It's a few of them. Because you bring negativity onto marriage, because you're not married, because you've been in an era of being cheated on, because you don't know men that are faithful, you will try to make this woman feel insecure about her marriage and her decisions and her husband. You will try to disarm her home because you don't have a home when.
It's explaining itself. Let me just continue. Cook, lady, cook.
You will try to make her feel as miserable as you are because you haven't experienced what it is to have a person who's devoted to you and build a life with someone. You will do whatever it is in your power to try to hijack her happiness because you cannot phantom making your own happiness. The enemy of a woman is another woman, and I always concur, especially when it comes to marriages. Women hate beautiful things for other women. You'll hear them, no, sissy, they go to the DMs. They are here on TikTok. That lady, Makadzi, I made that video the last time. She even said other people are DMing her husband. They are looking for him actively on Instagram, trying to be the second wife. She's trying to show that there is a beautiful marriage, people that are chilled. You don't have to be this and that. But guess what women are doing? They're trying to hijack her marriage, which is not possible because you need a type of intelligence to attract a certain type of man. But as call up. So you won't hear them. You'll hardly see them. You'll hardly see them because of you again.
So that's the end of it. Why is the world set like that? Why are people critical of good things? Why are people quiet about criminality? Why don't they go entertain climate issues? Why don't they join a political party? Why don't they become activists for a certain something? Why are they always quiet until you do something right? Why then do they start moving and protesting? What is so painful about an example that is good? Why do you all lack the discipline to listen and internalize and take good example without wanting to take what is the example? This woman gives you an example of her marriage. You want her man. If a dude says, I'm going to do something different that my family has never sort of done, I'm going to be different before I'm old, hate follows. Baby, I'm out of here.